All right, so we're going to start with our warm-up, standing up nice and tall on the mat. I have my balas on my wrist to begin, and then we will move them to our ankles and also incorporate a mini band today. So take a nice little bend through the legs and start to open up the chest. And I want you to feel in this warm-up that you can start to connect all the dots of the body. All right, so all the way from your heels up to the top of your head, in through the fingertips. Let's start to find our breath. All right, nice big inhales through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Let's do 4 more counts right here. 3. Now in 2, we're gonna take a nice big inhale up overhead, gather it up, and hold at the top. Big breath in. Exhale, and let that dive over. Pick it right back up, big inhale. Exhale, let it release. Let's get 2 more right here, all the way up. Let it release. Final one. Take those elbows nice and wide. With a little bend in the legs, I want you to tilt from left to right. So I lean over, and I come right up. Good. Let's keep a little bend through the legs here, and notice how the side of your obliques feel. We have one side lengthening as one side contracts. So we're gonna do it one more time on each side. Keep the bend in the legs. Yep, starting to wake up, fire up those obliques. Let's release the body out and then pick it right back up. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Right, taking our time here at the top. Noticing that the rib cage isn't flaring at the top, so we want to keep that nice and quiet. All right, last time right here. Take those elbows nice and wide and then just alternate the direction. Take it to the right side, coming back up. Taking it to the left. Good. Notice how my hips aren't swaying. So hip bones stay nice and square to the front of the room. This is feeling pretty hot. One more time right here. I start to tuck my chin and I slowly roll down through the vertebrae. So check me out. Little bend in the legs. Roll it down. Tap the mat. Come all the way up to the top. Exhale. Let that release out. Let's do this 3 more times. Notice how your shoulders feel at the top here. Yep, starting to wake up that upper body. Let's get 2 more. Tap down, all the way up. Dive it through. 1 more. 1 more time. And then I would just let that go. Tuck under your chin, just kind of shake it out, yes. And then when you're ready, shake it, no. Let your shoulders get involved. Let's grab onto the elbows and let the body sway. I like to almost make a figure 8 with my elbows here. All right, not bad. Let's take a little bend through the legs. Soften the knees, and I peel 1 arm high. Try to look up at the ceiling, wiggle your fingers at the top. And then when you're ready, we're gonna take that other arm. So big reach all the way up. Little wiggle of the fingers. And then when you're ready, we're gonna do it 1 more time. And then we're gonna roll all the way up to standing. Now my toes, they're gonna stay facing forward, and we're gonna enter what we call an air squat. So come all the way up, your feet can come a little bit more narrow, hands to my prayer, and I sit right back down into my heels. My toes stay connected to the floor, and I just spring right back up. So sit down, exhale, drive it up. Now let's keep our core connected here. So my abs are in tight, shoulders are right in line with my hips. Nicely done. 2 counts down now, 1 count up. 2 counts down, 1 count up. Let's keep those shoulders right back so that spine stays neutral. Final 4 counts, you got it. 3, last set 2. We're gonna finish this out with the toes turned out. So just check out my feet. I just slowly turn them out. My heels have some weight. Send the hips back, open the thighs, and come right back up. Sit it back, open the thighs, come right back up. So notice here my hips go back on a slight hinge. Sit down, press it up. 2 pulses, 1 drive. Good. 2 down. Notice those inner thighs. We're starting to fire them up. Not bad. Let's get 2 more. And then we'll take a forward fold. Nice. Turn the toes. And let's forward fold. Let it go. Catch your breath. Bend the knees. We'll slowly come to standing. All right. I'm going to meet you down on the mat. Let's keep our balas. And I'll meet you down on the floor. All right. How are we doing so far? Hopefully good. I will meet you on your back. Woo! Right, let out your breath. So to begin, check out my spine. We want our lower back, our lower body to feel anchored. Extend your fingertips up. Let's slowly reach the arms over the head. Now the further back they go, the harder it is to control your abs on the mat. So if you check out my angle here, all right, my abs are compressed and I'm just reaching all the way back and then I come back up. Now as you begin this, let's try to pin the shoulders back into the floor. And as you return the weight or return the arm, flex underneath your lat muscle. All right, so you feel that upper body, your upper back almost contract. Last 4 counts right here. 3. Now in 2, we're just gonna pick up our knees to a tabletop. Keep it simple, keep the belly button on the floor. Now when the knees are up, we're gonna alternate those toe taps. All right, and take your time. You can point the toes, or you can flex the feet, right? All good. Now for me, I'm feeling it fire up in those lower abs. The second my heels are going away from the midline of the body, right? Try to tap off the edge of the mat. 8 counts, I'm moving on. In 6, all right, we got a big dead bug on deck. Try to drop those shoulders into the floor. Last 4 counts. Last 3. Last 2, all right, legs at 90 degrees. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Extend out, hold. Yep, hold it. Come right back in, flat spine. Try the other leg, other arm. Keep it simple. Fingertips are reaching out. Come right back in. Now can we pick it up a notch right here? Out and in. Out and in. Not too bad. Keep those shoulders down. Last 4 counts. 3. All right, last 2. I place my hands under my hips. All right, so take them right to your sides. My legs come up, and I'm going to switch, almost like a scissor, right? And I just kind of peel my upper body off the mat. Yep. Control the landing of your lower leg. Control it. We got 8 counts. We got 6, right? Commit to your abs on that floor. 4 count. 3, 2, and 1. Pull it all the way in. So shake out those legs a little bit. We're gonna flip things over. All right, so flipping it over, let's find a nice child pose. All right, child pose feels good. We gotta open up these thighs though. Shoot your hips back. And now I want you to reach those fingers forward. Now, if you take a look at me, I'm trying to expand my entire body across the mat. Tuck your chin, take a couple breaths. And exhale out. Really sinking into those hip joints, that feels good. I'm walking my hands to one side of my mat. All right, try to look back with your eyes. And when you're good, I'm gonna walk it to the other side. So I'm gonna walk it over. And then when you're good, meet me back in the middle and slowly roll up through your vertebrae. Tucking the chin, rolling all the way up. Shoulders can come back. Awesome work. Let's meet in all 4s. So in our tabletop, I like to wake up the upper body first. So as I'm here, my knees are right underneath me. I'm gonna take a little, we can almost call it a contraction down. My shoulder blades come together, I exhale, and I press away from the mat. Let's feel the length in the neck. Come down. And this is all targeting our scapula, our upper back, right? That's what's initiating the movement here. In 4 counts, we're gonna find our bear plank. 3, 2, 1, tuck the toes and just hold. Nicely done, create the length in the neck. Hold for 4, 3, 2, downward dog. Drop into the heels, press away from the mat. Now let's float it right back to that bear plank and hover your knees. Awesome work there. Let's send it back, push away from the floor. Good, feeling the stretch in those shoulders in your upper body as well as the legs. Hold this last one, take your feet to a little jog. So I'm gonna go left heel and then I go right heel, right? We're just easing into it, trying to connect the dots. Top of my head, all the way down to my heels, all the way up the fingers. Last 8 counts. Now, entering a bird dog. So we're gonna drop our knees right underneath those hips, keep the abs active, take the left foot back. Woo! Right arm comes forward. I exhale and I lift. Now I'm gonna put it down without falling into the hips. I just transition to my other leg and arm, reach it out. Squeeze your glutes. Come right back down without falling over, and then slide the other leg and arm out. Nicely done. Feel that literal connection through the posterior chain. Back of the glute, back of that hamstring. One more time on each leg. Exhale out. I'm with you. All right, let's find our high plank. 3, 2, 1. Hands at the top, feet at the back. Now press away from the floor here, right? Press away. Take that downward dog. Come right back to the high plank. Awesome work. Let's keep this flowing. Final 4 counts. I have some knee drives on deck. In 3, 2, 1. Keep the spine flat, just pull the knee up. Walk it up, walk it up, walk it up. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees and take that child pose. That's perfect. Hold into that stretch. Up next, let's think about that upper body, just a tad, okay? So I'm keeping my balas as my weight. Now check me out, I'm here on my knees. It's best if you can see kind of like my side view. And as I'm sitting here, I'm not literally hunched over like this. We gotta think about our posture. So draw these shoulders back and almost give me your knuckles into the floor. All right, so your shoulders stay down, neck is long, and they're right in line with your hips. Now, I like to go like this, okay? Thumb, pinky. Think about your pinky lifting the entire arm up. I hinge forward. Yup, keep the chin off the chest, and I come right back up. Now notice when the arms move, your body hinges. So keep your chin lifted off the chest. Feel like your hips can almost shoot back. And as I hinge like that, I'm activating the back side of my upper arm. All right, back side of the upper arm right here. All right, not bad. Now let's try to hold this last one. All right, hold the last one. Turn your palms up, extend the fingers, and then pulse. So this is body weight. I mean, we have our bala on, all right, but it's pretty light. So I want you to initiate right here, lengthening the elbows, getting the shoulders back, keeping the abs connected. Take it to a circle. Woo! Just 4 of these. 3. Now in 2, I'm just gonna shake it out. All right, shake it out. Woo! And then we're gonna progress into our push-up. So taking the hands underneath us, I'm going to come forward on a hinge. I tuck the toes. And notice right here that we're not sinking into our joints. Wrap your elbows back and slowly come down. Now just reach over the head, bring the hands back underneath, and press up. Let's take our breath with the child pose. Coming on top, come on down, reach over the head. Right, let's keep things simple here. Pressing away from the floor. Send it back. Chin stays off the chest as you move. All right, reach it out. Come back in. Final 4 counts. 3, 2, and 1. All right, I'm gonna meet you right up here. In our last couple counts, it's just a pulse. So make sure the toes are tucked. Bring those elbows to your sides and pulse. Chin right off the chest. Elbows stay snug. Yep, let's count to 8. Final 8. Final 6. Final 4. 3, 2, 1. Extend it back. Right? That's one way to fire up those triceps. Back side of that upper arm. So let's shake things out. Let's move on to our lower body. Woo! Exhale out. We are going to grab our band if you would like to add some resistance. and I'm going to move my balas to my ankles. All right, so let's think about this next one. Glute medius, all right, glute medius, hip abductors are the outer, right, corners of your butt. Then you have glute max, that's right in the center of it. So let's start, all right, by hitting the sides, and then we'll go straight for the back. So for me, I'm going to start on one elbow with my legs slightly out to the side here. All right, make sure your balas are connected. And when you're good, my band is right above my knees. I have body weight in my bottom leg. Let's start to peel this back into your clamshell. And then I slowly bring this thigh down. Now, there's lots to think about here in our clamshell because we want to maintain some stability in the bottom thigh. So your bottom leg almost acts like that brick wall. We want to put body weight in the bottom leg so this top leg doesn't roll us back. Keep some body weight in the top end. Let's just press with an exhale, and I come right back down. Ideally, as this top thigh opens, we're starting to connect, right, through that outer thigh, and it almost will kind of create like a vibration through the muscle. So let's do a couple more, all right, before we totally change our game here. Right, big breaths. For me, when I get in my zone, I like to close my eyes. I really try to relax my jaw. All right, we're doing good, we're doing good. Right, we made it here, we're doing it. We got the band on. All right, let's get about 4 more counts. In 4, my favorite part, we actually lay down. All right, in 3, 2, in 1. So come all the way down, head in the hand. Now, look at this bottom elbow, it can't be in front. So open her back, and then lengthen this top thigh. Your bottom leg must have some weight to it. And then I'm just going to press through my band. Yep, press right through the band. Let's feel this bottom thigh actively go down into the floor. Exhale out. All good. Now this top thigh is technically our working leg. All right, because that's our moving leg. But you should feel that bottom one too. Let's do about 8 more counts. 7, we're going to flip onto our backs. All right, in about 4 counts. Keep it coming. In 3, this leg that's in the air goes into your mat. All right, and we want to connect our heel. So the heel will actually, right, have some good pressure into the floor. The opposite leg is going to rise up. Now, I don't want this single leg thing to freak you out. Extend your arms and just look at what I'm going to do here. I'm literally kind of bouncing, look at me, right? My hips up and down. And I'm controlling it from the weight in that heel. So feel your stance right now where your bottom heel is like your power. When you're ready, you're going to take that exhale and try to lift your hips off the mat. It helps when you connect all the dots. So this top leg must have energy, and then you can press down through the bottom heel, and it will fire up the back of that hamstring. Arms, they can do as they please, but I like to really reach mine up as my abs go down. So remember, you have your core activated, my shoulders are in the mat, and I'm exhaling my lifts. The goal for this move here is to find some flexion behind the leg that's on the floor. So that heel that's on the mat, push down to drive your hips up. Okay, let's hold this next one at the top and try our best to take it to a pulse. So right here, little pulses. My chin is off my chest, my hips are staying even and off the floor. In 8 counts, I'm gonna hold. 6, yes we can, 4 of them. 4, 3, now keep your hips up, just lower this top heel. Lower it down, exhale, drive it up. Lower it down, keep your hips up. Last 4 counts. Last 3, last 2, last 1, lower your hips and pull the legs in. Take a second, I'm right there with you. Take a second, take a second. Exhale out. Okay, not bad. Now, we gotta do it on the other side. Do we need a sip of water? Grab a quick sip of water, whatever you gotta do. Flatten your band. And remember our first two moves? We got our clamshell, and then we have that side lateral pulse. So let's start on the elbow, on the forearm. Whew. Okay, legs are here. Let's get it. So I have a soft little bend in my knees. My elbow right underneath my shoulder. Stack your hips. Let's come all the way up. All the way up. And then I come right down with control. My top hand, it's nice to put here for the first couple, just so you feel like you're not tipping backwards. It can also come in front. Now I know so many of you like to just rush these, so hold, have your moment at the top. And then I slowly come down. Feel this bottom oblique on your side, right? Activated to keep you up. And I come right back down. Couple more counts. Right? Hold on to it. Breathe. Exhale out. Now, the little trick here is keeping body weight in that bottom leg, so you almost have some power to stretch the band out, right? I'm pulling it back as this leg is going down. Keep your ear off the shoulder, right? Try to keep your chest open. We're almost there. Final 4 counts. In 4, I lay down on my side, hips stay stacked, and this bottom leg is going to stay anchored. So come on down, head in the hand. And remember, elbow doesn't come in front. Pull her back. Exhale, shoot out this top thigh. Give it a pulse. Now this, some of you will be up here, and then your butt's out in the back, and it's just killing our hip flexor. We want to open up this hip. Have your toes face forward, abs are on, and then drive it out through the bottom of your foot. So I'm imagining, like literally, the bottom of my foot is skimming the wall over here. You want to think length before height. So let's try to keep our hips stacked, abs are on. Couple more before we transition into that bridge. Yep, drop the shoulders from the ears. And this is kind of like the same thing. As I lift my thigh up, my bottom leg is grounding, and I can really put, right, some emphasis against the band. Awesome work. Let's get 8 counts. We're on our back. In 8, 6. All right, last 4. 3, 2, 1. Flip over. The leg that was in the air goes on the floor. And remember those little hip bounces that I did? We're gonna do it again. Extend the opposite leg up. Weight in the bottom heel. Arms can rise. Now I just want you to lift your hips, right? They're like little hip lifts. It almost feels like you're bouncing, right? Almost dribbling like a ball. All right, let's make sure the leg that's bent, the knee is over the big toe. When you're ready, send your hips up. And then I exhale. Yep, slowly lower down. Exhale, lift it up. And then let it come down. Now, you might feel a little uneven or whatever the deal is. If you want to put your 2 feet down, right? 2 feet down in your bridge, and then drive those hips up evenly, you may do that as well. We just want to activate the back side of your working leg. All right, so think about that standing heel, the one in the mat. That's the power to get your hips up. Then your glutes fire up, your core stays active. Couple more counts, we're gonna hold it in our pulse. So right here, in 4, in 3, in 2, let's hold. So my hips stay up, and then I'm just gonna pulse. Tons of core stability here on our one leg, right? Think about how those abs are holding you in. All right, we gotta hold these hips high and just let this top foot sail down. I come down, and then I'm gonna drive it up. Yep, push down through that bottom heel to almost extend through the leg. Come on up, push. Yes! Let's go 2 more, oh my God. Tight abs, final one, and let that go. Oh my God. All right, we gotta move things around. So take those bands off. Woo! exhale out. How are we feeling? All good? So let's put the bands, the balas, up on the wrists. All right, and we'll keep them there for the finish. Now, we're almost there. So let's stand this up. Take a nice sip of water. I'm with ya. Take a nice sip. Exhale out. All right, shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Little presses. Yep, little presses. Now, as I start this, let's take a nice little bend in those knees. Right, bend the legs. 8, 7, 6, catch your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1 up, 1 circle. 1 pulse, 1 circle. 1 circle. Keep it smooth. Yes, you can. 4 of them. 4, 3, 2 count. 2. All right, last one right here. Take the weights forward. Just flip. Flip. It's almost like you're creating a circle. Tap down, tap up. Yep, tap down, tap up. Lift your chin. 8 counts. 7, 6, 5. 4 of them. 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms down. Just slice it out. Exhale, catch your breath. Shake the hips. Right, move those hips. Final 8 count. 8, 6, 4 left. 4, 3, 2. Take that recovery. Come down. Pop up. Drop it off. Look at the upper body. Curl forward. Pick it back up. 2 more. Nicely done. Last one. Hold here. Turn the palms. Good work. We're almost there. Little bend extends. Think of hitting the corners of the room. Elbows. Press. 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 Yes, you can. Big breath with me. Elbows. Bend push. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Palms down. Hold right to the front. Little crisscross. Come forward with your upper body. Chin stays lifted. We go 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. Hold. Last one. And let it go. Shake that out. Not bad. We are on our last song. Whew! All right, you still have your band. Take a little sip. And the band's coming around my wrist. Okay, let's finish it off. Now, you got some legs and you got some arms. So, let's think about our wide second. Now the band, this is our finish, so let's hit it. My band is on my wrist, my feet are turned out. Now let's slowly bend the knees and come to our wide second. Yep, and I'm gonna slowly come up. Now look at my hands. They're not gonna cave in. Keep them in line with your shoulders. Open the thighs. And I come right up. Now, as you sail down in this wide second plie, keep your hips under your shoulders. So you're not going back on a hinge. Your spine should look flat. Yep, feel the thighs pressing out, reaching forward, and coming up. Good. Last one here. I'd like you to hold and just pulse into those heels, right? Feel anchored through the feet. Keep the arms where they are. Good, not bad. Tailbone stays under you. Shoulders right on top of the hips. Let's do 8 more counts. Come on, 8, 6. We stand it all the way up. My arms come overhead. Don't flare your chest. All the way up, all the way down. Now take one heel, tap right, tap left. Send it back up. Lift. Lower, open the thighs, right heel, left heel. Keep coming, lift, lower, right heel, keep the abs flat. Let's do it one more time. Come all the way up, you're killing it. Yep, now stay here. Take that left heel high, impulse, 8 count, 8, 6, 4 counts, 4, 3, 2, switch your feet, right heel, pulse it out. All right, final 4, 3, 2, 1, shake that out. Take the band above the knees. We finish with our reverse lunge. Now, the beauty of this is that the arms are going to stay active. Take one foot, you're gonna step back, your arms reach forward. Let's try to hover the back knee. Catch your breath. When you're ready, arms come forward, back knee hovers. Put the weight in your front heel. Now stand up tall, catch your breath. Hover the back knee, and come right up through the front leg. Good, we're gonna get 2 more, and then we're gonna hover this last one. So hold here, now just take the arms, pick them up, and reach them forward, contract the abs. Pick it up, contract your abs. 2 more. Pick it up, and reach forward. One more time. Pick it up, reach forward, and stand up. Heck yeah, let's reverse it. So take your other leg, we have 4, and then we hold. And then we're done for today. So here we go. Other side, step back, try to hover the back knee. Weight is in my front heel. Oh man, come all the way up. Yep, this is 3. Come all the way up. This is 2, shoulders in line with the hips. All right, weight in my front heel. Last one here, hold it. Send the arms, come forward. Step it up tall. Weight in the front heel. Pick it up, come forward, stand it up. 2 more. Pick it up, put it down. Good. Final one, keep the belly button tight. Pick it up, put it down, and come forward. You guys, we are complete. Take that band off. Let's just do a couple stretches, and we'll call it a day. Woo! So if you got your wall nearby, grab it, take the ankle, right to the butt. Little bend in the standing leg, catch your breath. And then when you're good, switch your legs. Woo! All right, let's get a nice stretch for those hamstrings. Just step back, flex your front foot, shoot the hips back, tuck your chin under. And exhale, let it go. When you're good, flex your other foot, shoot your hips back. Feeling the stretch behind the straight leg. When you're good, I would just hang over, bend the legs. Catch your breath. Grab the elbows, you can let it sway. And I would let it sway you all the way up. So just slowly picking it up through that upper body. Let's finish with one last breath. Sweep the arms, big inhale. Exhale, bring it right to your chest. Let's do one more, come all the way up. And then exhale, pull it right down to the chest. Woo! And you guys, that is a wrap.